Hey there, my fishing friends, and welcome back to the channel. Your favorite angling expert is here with another deep dive into what the waters of New Zealand are cooking up for us. Today, we're casting our eyes and hopes on Monday, November 10th, 2025. This day, my friends, is shaping up to be a real mixed bag. But don't you worry, that's where our expert knowledge comes in. We've got rising temperatures, shifting winds, and a moon phase that could spark some serious action. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn these conditions into an epic fishing adventure. Let's talk tactics, because understanding our finned friends is key. First up, for my saltwater warriors, we're focusing on the mighty snapper. November is a prime time for these beauties to push inshore, actively putting on condition before spawning. You'll want to target areas like the Hauraki Gulf, especially around the Rangitoto and Motuihi channels, Tiritiri edges, and those telltale workup lines where gannets, whales and dolphins are feasting on baitfish. For shallow water, look in 5 to 12 meters depth. My go-to strategy here involves soft baits, particularly those mimicking anchovy or pilchard patterns. Don't forget slow or micro jigs in the 20 to 60 gram range. If you're a bait fisher, pilchard, squid, or bonito cubes will do the trick. A little trick, match your lure size to the smaller bait fish. Think 3 to 4 inch soft baits or 15 to 25 gram micro jigs. It dramatically increases your hookups during workups. Next, let's hunt down some kingfish. With the water warming up, their activity is really ramping up. Search for them around pins and marker buoys, and definitely wherever you see bait schools congregating. Casting stick baits or mechanical jigging can be incredibly effective, especially when the tide is running. A fresh butterfly jackmack or a live one can also put you in good stead for hooking into a spring monster. Remember, these big fish are actively feeding, so be ready for a fight. Now, for my freshwater fanatics, the trout are going to be on fire. November sees insect life absolutely exploding, especially mayflies and caddis, which means the trout are in an active feeding phase. Focus on the riffles and seams of rivers where the invertebrate activity is booming. And my friends, the evenings are going to be magical. Look for those classic evening rises. For tactics, fly fishing with dry flies mimicking those emerging insects will be absolutely deadly during these evening windows. During the day, nymphing with weighted patterns can still pull fish from deeper pockets. If you're spinning, try smaller, natural-colored lures along the shorelines of lakes. All right, let's break down the conditions, friends, and understand why the fish are behaving the way they are. For Monday, November 10th, 2025, we're looking at typical New Zealand spring weather, but with a twist. Specifically in Auckland, expect cloudy skies with rain developing in the afternoon. We'll have northerly winds turning westerly in the evening. Temperatures will be around a high of 24 degrees Celsius and a low of 16 degrees Celsius. This shift in wind and afternoon rain could stir things up, potentially giving us a brief boost in activity as fish respond to the changing pressure, but a stronger westerly could make casting a bit challenging in exposed areas. Generally across New Zealand, November brings mild temperatures, averaging around 17 degrees Celsius, with a chance of some rain. Water temperature-wise, we're in a sweet spot. In Auckland's coastal waters, the sea temperature is averaging around 17 degrees Celsius and is on a rising trend. For our lakes and rivers, temperatures are steadily increasing, which is fantastic news. Warmer water boosts the metabolism of fish, making them more active and hungrier, and it also kickstarts that explosion of insect life that trout love. Moving to the celestial sphere, the moon on November 10th, 2025, will be in its waning gibbous phase with about 60 to 74% illumination. This is about 4 days after the recent full moon. While the full moon itself is often associated with stronger tides and increased fish activity, the waning gibbous still carries some of that influence. Some anglers swear by the idea that stronger tides stir up food sources, extending feeding windows, especially around dawn and dusk and even into the night. While fish might be a tad spookier in bright conditions, the overall heightened activity from the recent lunar peak should still be in play. So my friends, combining all these factors, the mild, warming spring weather, rising water temperatures, increased insect and baitfish activity, and the lingering stimulating effect of the recent full moon, we're seeing fish in an active feeding phase. They are busily putting on condition, and invertebrate life is exploding, providing abundant food. This means active fish ready to bite. My clear assessment for November 10th, 2025 across New Zealand is a good to excellent at bite. Expect a high level of activity, especially in the mornings and evenings, driven by the stable weather, warming waters, and the influence of the moon. The conditions are lining up for some truly memorable catches despite the afternoon rain in some areas. There you have it, mates, your comprehensive fishing forecast for November 10th, 2025 in New Zealand. I've given you the lowdown on the weather, the water, the moon, and where to find those hungry fish. Now it's your turn to get out there and enjoy the incredible opportunities this spring day offers. Tight lines, everyone, and ni hao ma, that's how are you in Maori. May your lines be tight and your coolers full. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you found this helpful, and leave a comment below. What are your plans for fishing this November? Have you found any secret spots for snapper or trout lately? Share your observations, and let's keep this awesome community thriving. Until next time, happy fishing.